heel, sit. Now, a lot of times, if a dog doesn't have a lot of obedience, we need to make sure that we're doing this with a leash attached. Again, Jade is what she needs. She does not need to have a leash on her. She has obviously had a lot of off-leash obedience. That's not a problem. Now, Jade is very intelligent. And what she is doing is she is going to defy me up until the point where she knows that she can't resist. Okay? So what you're gonna see is, nope, heel, sit. Okay? What you're gonna see is she is going to resist my hand in her mouth up until the point I actually get it in there, and then she doesn't fight me anymore. So if I hold on to her collar with my left hand, okay, as she sees my hand coming, see how she moved her head out of the way? Okay, how she doesn't want to let me get my hand in her mouth. She's resisting me there, and that's okay. We're not fighting this yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in. I'm going to grab her jaw. Good girl. Good. And again, zero pressure here. We're not squeezing. We're not pinching. We're not doing anything. Give. We're simply having her hold my hand. So that was the first little step we do. Then what we're going to do, heel, sit. We're going to have her carry my hand. I can't remember if we did this last week or not. Again, see how much she's resisting me. That's perfectly fine at this point. Good. Sit. And she's really dragging her feet there to walk. Give, which most dogs do. Okay. Okay. Heel, sit. Let's do one more carry with my hand. Heel, sit. Give. The dog. And she immediately wants to get out. She wants to go find the duck. Hey, no bird. Come here. Now, heel, sit. Once we have had a week or so where we can consistently put my hand in her mouth and make her walk, it's not going to be perfect with my hand. It never is with the hand, okay? We simply want her to get some introduction. Now, what I use is this force fetch stick. This is what I do the majority of my fetching with. The ends are canvas. The middle is a nice hard plastic. I got this from Gun Dog Supply. You can find them a million different places. They're usually just called a force fetch stick. The idea is we want it to be able to set level on the ground. No, Jade, no bird. So that they can easily grab it. So we're going to be teaching her to grab when it's laying on the surface. So we're going to do everything, heel, sit, with the force fetch process with this stick. We're going to get it perfect with this stick before we ever go on to other objects, because there may be some resentment, especially once we start applying pressure, which will probably be next week. All right? So if there is resentment, we want it to be towards this stick, which they have never seen before, and they will never see again after this process. Okay? So later on, we'll have her fetching a regular plastic bumper, and then a rubber deadfall, and then of course we'll do this, we'll finish it with an actual bird. But we're gonna do everything, we're gonna get it right with this, with the force fetch stick. Now, Jade has never seen this is truly the first time, so I wanted to record this when you got to see her very first time of how she's doing with this. All right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do exactly what I did with my hand, except we're gonna use the force fetch stick. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna come right here, heel, sit. Now, Jade is awfully interested in this, and since she has such a strong drive, she may instinctually grab it. If she does, great. Fair warning, basically no dog grabs it right away. So, fair warning. And throughout the process, I can assure you, at some point, she's not gonna wanna grab it. So, let me just show you. We'll put this right in front of her, see how she does. Good girl. Good. 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 Now, that makes me think, one, that she has a great desire to grab and hold and carry. Two, I'm thinking you guys might have done some of that, especially since she has such a good natural hold. You know, I saw in the video you were doing something along those lines. So I think she knows to grab and hold, which is great. Now, what we do to encourage this, and I think I saw you do this well, we just kind of tap on the bottom of the jaw to hold that mouth closed, and then I take it away from her when I say that give command. Right? God, this is going to be so easy with her. She's already doing all the hard parts. By wanting to grab like that, great. Good girl. So we're just tapping under here. Good. Now, once I've got her holding, by the way, most dogs will not do this right away. They will want to spit it out, or they won't hold it, or whatever. Good. Give. And we want to be encouraging here. When we put the object in her mouth, we tell her good, we give her love, right? Heel, sit. Okay? I want to be able to touch her neck, touch underneath her jaw, touch her, talk, do whatever I want until I say, give. Good dog. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tap the stick. I don't want you to do that, baby. And see, she's putting up a good fight here. That's good. We expect some resistance. The moral of the story is she's going to keep the stick in her mouth until I say to let it out. Good. She can fight me all she wants. We're going to keep her mouth closed. Give. Good dog. Good. You can move for a second. Okay? Now, Jade's all squirrely because she doesn't like me in control. All right? So after she's done a little bit of what I want, because it's Jade and she is freakishly in love with retrieving, we'll just give her a fun toss. Give. All right? So let her get some of the willies out. Jade needs that. Some dogs would just run off and, be a mess. Okay? So, step one, hold the stick in your mouth. Now, just like we did with the hand, heel, sit. We want to go to movement ASAP. Good. So I'm going to hold her mouth shut, and we're going to walk with her. Heel, sit. Good. Give. Good dog. Let's do one more. I'm literally holding her bottom jaw up. Give. Good dog. So Jade is really flying through this process. Again, she has great genetics, and you've obviously prepped her nicely for this process. Good girl. Give. Now, whenever she brings me this, I want to make certain that I'm saying that give word in the tone that I'm saying it, so she understands it's okay to drop it when I take it, right? So, we're going to do this drill a lot this week. Simply put the stick in your mouth, carry it. And then probably next week in our next video, I'll introduce how we're going to apply pressure to help her understand a fetch. But the bottom line is, Jade's doing great. Very happy with her.